From the WCNY studios, welcome to Food for Thought.
Welcome to Food for Thought. I'm George Kilpatrick.
And I'm Chris Exaver, and we're glad that you joined us today. This is a show that's going to be a little bit interesting, maybe a first-time experience for many of our viewers at home.
As a matter of fact, it is. You know, a lot of us think about food as comfort. Well, how about food as healing? Many think that comfort food does heal. You chicken soup, we know
Right?
about
There's
that.
actually proof on that.
That is
right?
It's been studied. But we have today because it is spring, we are going to take you through foods that can heal you.
And spring clean you.
Yes. Move that stuff along. In fact, that's what's on the menu today. We are going to introduce you to Ayurveda.
Okay.
You know that?
I'm learning it. Healing foods. And also, we're taking you to Cortland for the Arts at Grace. Sounds like a good time.
It is a good time today.
Well, Ayurveda is a 5,000-year-old system of natural healing where diet, nutrition, and physical health work in balance to kind of optimize the mind, body, and spirit.
It has origins in India, and the system believes that you literally are what you eat. Ayurvedic practitioner and chiropractor Dr. Wechsler joins us now to show us how food can help us heal. Dr. Steve, welcome to the program.
Good day, good day.
All right, how did you've been practicing Ayurveda for about 20 years. Tell us in your words what it is and how it works for you.
Well, the actual word Ayurveda means the science of longevity or the science of healing. And it's just a natural system. When you go to India, people don't say, well, I practice Ayurveda. They get up in the morning, they do certain daily cleansing routines because, you know, we eat all the time, but we don't take time to digest well. We don't take time to cleanse or like do the elimination part well in our body. Well, so there's a whole system of meditation and eating and lifestyle.
Because I think we think that happens naturally, automatically.
Right.
So
Right.
you're saying that we need to be very conscious and aware and intentional with
Right,
what
so
we're
you
doing.
have a certain system of lifestyle, a system of eating, a system of diet that works with your body.
Okay.
Instead of just eating just because the mind desires something. You know,
Right.
after we eat, the mind goes, we need some ice cream. But it's just because the
chocolate.
body, because the body's not satisfied.
Okay.
You know, in Ayurveda, we use all these different spices to satisfy the body. So when the body's done eating, it goes, I'm done.
I'm feeling
But
all right.
usually we eat foods that are more food stuff, but they're kind of bland in our diet.
Okay.
And our body's not satisfied, so we go after ice cream, we go after chocolate, we go after sugar and sweets and chips and things
Well, the
like
big
that.
deal about this, and we'll get to the recipe in just a moment, but the big deal as I was looking through this, Steve, is some of the things that we naturally combine, the things that we automatically do in the morning, you know, a bowl of cereal with milk, different food combinations. Ayurveda says, So what we would think of like wheat and milk and things like that don't go together.
Well, when you look at the system, I mean, who developed the breakfast is mainly Kellogg's. Because, did you ever see the commercial? You have your milk, you have your cereal, you have your eggs, you have your French toast. Who could eat all that?
Yeah.
And many of us eat that, and by 10 o'clock in the morning, we're tired again because of how it works on the blood sugar, how it works on the physiology. So the Ayurvedic system is food that you can digest well and eliminate well.
Get it out.
And get it out, but it's also very tasty, so it's very satisfying.
And you feel better and you find, but you also, it's not just the food.
So you're not bloated.
But you're also combining that with diet and exercise and spiritual. So it's a system. It's not just one thing.
It's a system, but it's not a religious system. People tend to think, oh, this is a religious thing.
Right.
It's just a way of eating. And you know, these are herbs from India, but you can also take herbs from America here. You know, your sage, your rosemary, your thyme, things, and combine them. But people go, spices for breakfast? But again, we eat very bland food for breakfast.
Well, this is not necessarily for breakfast, but you said you make this all the time. Let's tell everybody.
Get on it.
Yeah, what's cooking?
All right, the first one is mung bean soup.
No, we're going to actually do the Kitchari first.
Well,
For this, we're going to need to tell you how to get these ingredients for this.
Oh, great.
And we need, for the green mung bean soup, 1 cup of whole wheat green mung beans, 2 cups of water, 1 teaspoon of salt. And we're going to soak those beans overnight. 2 cups of water to kind of achieve the soup consistency, 1 tablespoon of sunflower oil, and a half a teaspoon of mustard seeds, as well as some hing, a bay leaf, turmeric, cumin and coriander powder, and some ginger. And finally, some garlic, salt, lemon juice, and raw sugar cane. But as the doctor says, we're going to make something else first.
Yeah,
so you want to tell us about that one?
We got Kitchari. In fact, on your screen it'll say Kitchari, but Steve
Pronounced
says
Kitchari.
it's
Okay.
Kitchari. So that's what's cooking as well. And let's bring that up and take a look at that too. All right, Kitchari. Even though it says Kitchari, you'll need some basmati rice, split mung beans, some ghee or oil, mustard seeds, cumin powder. Then you're gonna need some turmeric powder, asafoetida powder. That's that hing that we talked about in the last recipe.
Yep.
Coconut, sea salt, fresh lime, and cilantro. Take it away, Dr. Steve.
Here we go.
Okay.
So we're going to use some ghee.
Clarified
or-
butter.
Or we can use our sunflower oil.
right, whatever.
So we're going to use ghee. And one of the important things about ghee is you always put a clean spoon in it. Because you can leave this out
For a long time.
for a long time and it won't spoil.
All right, what are the medical benefits, what are the health benefits of this recipe in particular?
Well, ghee is very lubricating. The spices are very digestive, so it helps your digestion. And the rice and the mung beans, so you have your protein, your combination of protein and carbohydrates and fat from the ghee.
Right.
So we're going to put in a tablespoon of mustard seeds, like that. And we're going to cook the mustard seeds until they pop. So you're just going to
And yeah, they're doing it
Here we
right
go.
now.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then we're going to
George backs up. They're popping out of the pan. It's
Yeah.
like popcorn. Woo!
heat,
All right.
heat from
Turn
the
that down
fryer.
for a
yeah.
moment.
Yeah.
So then we're going to add our spices to it. So we're going to take a
That
half.
was a riot.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Wow.
We're going to take a
They're all
half,
over the place, by
half
the way.
teaspoon of cumin,
Yep. Oh,
a
that smells so good right
half
now.
teaspoon of coriander.
Yep.
We're going to do a teaspoon of turmeric, which is a beautiful color.
Ooh, look at that.
That is
Has a
one
lot
of the
of-
darkest, most orange, turmeric spices that I've ever seen.
And then a little bit, especially because George is here, a very little bit of asafoetida.
This
just
is
a
the
little bit, a
most
little pinch.
pungent spice.
You don't
I
love it,
have
huh?
ever- you just have to put it away and not let it be open because it'll smell up everything.
So then we're going to take our lentils, and you can use, what I did is I just got some generic lentils rather than the split mung bean, which are harder to get.
Right.
Okay.
And we're going to put that
Back
on
on?
a little lower fire.
Okay,
There we
I
go.
turned it down.
And they have the same
And
properties,
we're gonna,
protein.
Right, we're going to mix them in, stir that around,
You
because you
got
want to
it.
get the spices around the beans.
And the mustard seeds won't pop out anymore.
Yeah.
Mustard seeds won't pop out. And after they're covered, just like that, we're just going to put the rice in.
Basmati rice.
Basmati rice.
This very much smells like an Indian dish.
Right. So
I
you-
mean,
and
you
you
know-
just stir that around, and then we add the water.
And the lentils have already been soaked overnight, right?
Correct. The lentils have been soaked.
Or you can do the
Drained.
fast soak method, hour blanch, let sit.
Right. And then for every cup of
Rice.
or mung beans, you're going to add
2 cups?
2 cups of water.
Okay, 2 cups
And
of
then
water.
you put the top on, and then we're going to set that to boil over here.
Okay. We'll move it over.
And this will take about how long, Dr. Steve?
30, 35 minutes, and then about 20 minutes into it, you just add, a little bit of salt towards the end.
Now this is the kitchari. The elements of this are in the mung bean soup. Again, when you decide to do this, what are you trying to accomplish for the body?
So now that we're going to start the mung bean soup. The mung bean soup is kind of like a detox, a cleansing.
Okay.
So I have patients, and people at first when I started introducing this said,
Right.
this is all that we eat? Because a lot of people do this fasting.
Yeah.
But some people's system can't really handle that, not eating all the time. So what we try to do, I'm just going to not let this get too hot like
Okay.
last time. What we try to do is feed the body a simple diet so the body cleanses.
Okay.
So you have your mung beans, you have your spices, garlic, ginger, and it just allows the body to heal. So people came back and said, my arthritis is much better, my digestion is much better, my headaches have gone away. They had these miraculous kind of healings over. Some people I suggest to do it 3 days. Some people I suggest
Just
to do
eating the soup.
just eating the soup.
Okay.
Some people I suggest to do it 6 days.
Okay.
But the amazing thing is the stories that people came back. Now, when I went to India, I worked with this doctor who literally saw 400 to 500 patients a day.
Really?
And this is what he suggested
All right,
as a
let's put this
big
together.
part of the healing. So,
Okay.
More clarified butter.
back with the ghee here. And remember, we use our same
Okay.
spoon so we don't ruin our ghee.
Right.
So we take a tablespoon of ghee, or you can use the
Okay, got it. And ghee you can pick up at the grocery store.
Yeah.
Some of these
ghee you
other
can pick up at
ingredients
the grocery
You're
store.
gonna
might
have
have
to
to,
do
yeah,
Go to
be
the Indian
specialty.
store, the health food store,
Yeah,
online,
right.
things like that.